Hey guys, welcome back. My name is Art and welcome to another video. I haven't done one of these in a while, maybe 2 or 3 weeks, possibly. I don't remember. Hopefully you guys are doing very well. I'm doing pretty good, well myself. And there's some things that's been going on. So what's been going on in my life? Well, besides work, life, taxes, it's technically everything's still the same. You might be noticing me posting a lot of videos in the next couple of weeks, and the reason why is because of the fact that I filmed a lot of videos from like November to like February, and some of those videos I what I did is I filmed it and I just said, okay, I privated them and I said I'll release it later, and for some reason later never came. So I was like, then the other day I looked up at the channel. I don't really look at my channel. That what I mean by channel, I'm talking about the analytics. I don't really look at it that much because I'm like, okay, whatever. And I noticed I had a lot of videos that are private. I had about 30 videos that I filmed that I never released. So I pretty much deleted all 30 of those videos, which is approximately maybe give or take a few, maybe 2 or 3 hours worth, maybe 2 or 3. Well, the HeroClix, I did some HeroClix stuff, and that was about 5 or 6 of those, so that was 6 hours in itself. Some comic book stuff, some figure stuff. I filmed a whole bunch of figures that I got last year, and for some strange reason I thought I released them and I didn't. So I said, you know what, screw it, get rid of it. Get rid of it. Right now we're almost at the end of March, and the funny thing is I'm way behind. Lately it's just been me putting out so the next couple weeks I'm putting out a lot of videos. The music review one, that was it was something I wanted to do. I did it spur of the moment after someone told me about this video. So my dude at my job set me up, and so so when I did it, I just could not contain myself, as you can see. but that's okay. But that's a different story. So what did I do this week? Well, this week, about the last week or two, my nieces have been technically living at the house since they go. Long story short, my two nieces, they're twins. They're about 11 years. They're like 10 to 11 years old, I think. Is it 10 or 11? They play around a lot of times, so I can't remember half the time if they're 10 or 11. But they're every so often there's a situation where they had to be out of their living situation. Let's just put it that way. So, and the safest place for them is in my house. So I've been staying. So basically, they've been staying here for the last couple weeks, realizing that sometimes they skipped a lot of school. And I'm like, how is my nieces skipping school? I mean, I don't understand that. That doesn't make sense. The easiest thing that a mother can do is put their kids to school, and just then after that, for 6 hours, do whatever the hell you want. But, it's one of those kind of situations where you can't help who have children sometimes. And I had to come home every day after I get off of work. I had to spend up to 2 hours trying to figure out their homework. Now, like the English classes was fine, no big deal. Just math. I had to technically relearn how to do math. Now, mind you, math is simple. I'm not very strong in math, but I gotta clean these. Even though math is somewhat simple, my strong suit is not math, but the problem is the way how they do math. You have to, it's not just straight memorization and all this other stuff. It's some kind of graphic thing that they do. And I thinking about it, I kind of understand why they do it, because if they do it using graphs or like symbols or whatever, it's easy for them to learn. But I'm like, this does not make sense. So I'm trying to explain. So I asked one of my nieces, explain to me how you came with this answer, and she's telling me this weird. I mean, I figured out the answer. I looked at the answer. Okay, this is the answer, and she's telling me this weird ass way, and I'm like, I can't figure this shit out. What the hell? So now I am researching on how to do math their way. Trust me on this, my mind is blown. My mind is totally blown, because just imagine when I was in school, we taught a certain way, my parents taught a certain way. Now these new kids, they taught it these different ways, and it's like, you can't just give them the answer. You got to show how they come up with the answer. But anyway, that's the end of that. But that's something else. They don't have school this week, so we got a couple days to ourselves. Well, myself and so. Oh, you might have noticed something. Got this graphic novel in the mail recently. Now, mind you, I've heard of this story years and years. I heard of this story, and for some reason, I don't think I ever read it, but I know what happened in it. So that's kind of funny. So I can't wait to read this, and actually, I'm going to talk about it. That's why I have it here, so that way I can remember. Oh yeah, I got to do it. Okay. So what I did. Bloodshot #1. I've never really been that big of a Bloodshot fan, but I was like, it sounds good. I've never seen a Vin Diesel movie either. Haven't seen that yet. Trying to, but that's okay. I just finished watching The Bad Batch, the last season, even though I think there's going to be a part 2 to it. Got Jango Fett #1. And I just saw the first 2 episodes of X-Men 97, and I'm like, man, woo, I was excited. Man, I mean, the original X-Men show that was like, what, 92 to 93 on Fox. It was basically shown on Fox TV in America. And I remember waking up every morning just to watch it, even hungover. And then when I got a cassette player, a VCR, video cassette player, for those of you who don't know, we used to have a device that records video, not like streaming or anything like that. You program it to record certain shows, and it will just put it on the video cassette tape, if you're young enough. But if you're old school like me, you know what I'm talking about. X-Men. So no matter what time I wake up, I could watch X-Men. So that's fine. Got Star Wars The High Republic #5. Nightwing 112. This is not the regular cover, this is a variant cover, and the one thing I don't like about DC, their variant covers are $1 more than the regular covers. They're taxing you for a better picture, for a better comic. Well, whatever. We got the Dirty Dozen #4. I'm really behind in my reading. Super behind. Hold on. Oh my God. Okay. See this stack? This is a stack of books I have yet to read. So right now, for some of these series, it's been at least good almost 5 months. So that means this has been sitting around for almost half a year. So I'm going to try to do my best to get this done. Still not done. Got Cobra Commander #3. Now, mind you, Cobra Commander is at the bottom. That stack I showed you, he's at the bottom of that stack. He's at the bottom. So that means if I can't get to him If I can't get this in the next couple weeks, number 4 will be out. And G.I. Joe 305. So that means 5 months of, I haven't read G.I. Joe 301 yet. So that's 4 months of books I haven't yet to read. Some places is 5. Also, if you're a wrestling fan, I picked up AEW CM Punk. Now, if you're a wrestling fan, you know who CM Punk is. He's back in the WWE, so this is the last CM Punk figure for AEW Jazzwares. I found him. He was hit. Somebody hid it. And I said, hey, what is this? Oh, it's CM Punk. Let me grab this. One of my friends who fig hunts on a weekly basis still have not found this yet. So I'm like, okay, I might give this to him if I can find it. If I can't find it, no, I might give this to him. But then again, that's the last CM Punk figure that's going to be released for AEW Jazzwares. Also picked this bad boy up right here, Marvel Legends Doc Ock. Target. I went to in the past month. I went to 3 different Targets, and only 2 of them. I found him only at 2 of these Targets, and there was like 4 or 5 deep. And I said to myself, I could play the long game to try to get them cheaper. But sometimes when I play that long game, it doesn't work well against me, so I end up getting nothing. So I have a feeling that he might. Here's a question: if he sits for a long time and they discount him, that's great. If it goes away fast, that's okay. I got them. Sometimes a lot of times these figures, you want to buy them at a cheaper price naturally, but sometimes it's best just to get it while you had the chance, because I had the chance. And so, last but not least, speaking of X-Men 97, I have Cyclops. I'm thinking about doing an unboxing of this. Thinking about it. So the only ones I want from this wave is Jean Grey and Nightcrawler. I got Cyclops already. Goblin Queen, I don't know if I want that one or not. Magneto, at first I wanted them, but I'm not sure. But I need Nightcrawler and Jean Grey. But anyway, anything else going on? And actually, tell you the truth, nothing else is really going on. This is what my life is like for those last couple weeks. It is what it is, and that's the way how it is. That's my life. And I'm very happy with my life at this moment, and hopefully your guys are happy with the way how your life is going too. We all live our lives. We all live our lives our own way, and that's the best way we can live. And that's it. With that being said, thanks very much for watching. Like, comment, subscribe, share this video if you like, and I'll see you in the next one. This is weird.